Next, we have Venom. Listen, it's basic, right? But you're lying to yourself if you tell yourself that that's not one of the best. 10 out of 10, purely coming from the fact that it's a default and it's the best default in the game, in my opinion. Ladies and gentlemen, dudes and dudettes, welcome back to the channel. We got something special for you guys today. We're taking a break from Lies of P and we are doing, guess what? Another ratings video. You guys absolutely crushed the last one where I rated the MVP animations in Marvel Rivals, so I figured let's spin it back. And today we're going to be doing the character selection animations. You know, when you go over to Hero and you select the character, you get that little animation and like shows their name and stuff like that. So today we're going to be doing those animations. All right, as always, we're in for some good vibes. It's going to be a great video. Hope you guys enjoy it, and don't be afraid to tell me what you did or didn't agree with. Let's get to it. All right, let's start off with Adam Warlock. Let's see what you got, Adam. Adam has one of the more dramatic character selection animations. Like, you get the flight, you get the gold aura, he spins it around, like it's so dramatic. It's actually pretty dope, especially for a default. We're gonna rate that, we're gonna give him an 8.5 out of 10. He doesn't have any legendary skins. Yeah, he doesn't have any legendary skins, so. Oh, I'm glad it has like the purple, like the color of what rate it is. I'm pretty sure I know all the legendary skins though. Anyway, pretty sure I'm up to date, but just in case just in case it's possible to miss any, it's pretty cool that they got them right here. Black Panther, what you got for us? Yeah, Panthers has always been a little bit basic. I kind of like how he like stretches down. Do you guys notice that? Hold on. At the end, he like stretches down, like his body like stretches into position. See that? Kind of like a squash and stretch right there. Yeah, pretty basic. Like a 6 out of 10. Next up, we got Black Widow, the jobber when it comes to animations. See, like I almost wish he would have like all that build up with the gun in the beginning. Like I almost wish he would have actually like fired the gun. You know, like I don't know, man. They jobbed Black Widow out with the with her cosmetics. This new outfit from the event does look cool. I can't lie, it does look cool. I like the you know, she got like the shag like chaps. It does look pretty cool. It does look pretty cool. But if we're giving a rating for the animation, it isn't as basic as like T'Challa's, so I'll give this one a 7 out of 10. Hulk. I hate the mouth beam. I do not like the mouth beam in this game. I don't think it fits Hulk at all. I feel like that should have been a completely different move. But if we're going based off the cosmetics, let's see. The camera shake and everything, it gives a decent build up, but it's nothing crazy. We're just gonna give it a 7. But now we have our first legendary skin with its own introduction, the Green Scar. Let's see it. Dude, man, they really make you. They really try their best to convince you to get these legendary skins, man. That was like a 9. That was a good 9. The only reason I don't give it a 10 is because I know what we're in store for with some of these. That was a good one though. That was good. That was good. That was like a 9. Captain America. This is actually probably one of the best defaults, just because like how the shield breaks the screen. Just like that part right there, and he catches it, and then you got like that camera shake. I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of sick. That's kind of sick. That's like for a default too, right? That's like I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Now we're about to see our first, spoiler alert, 10 out of 10. And if you disagree with this, you're not invited to my birthday party. I'm so mad this wasn't his MVP animation, man. And it's short enough to be his MVP animation too. Like, it's so sick. But instead they gave him that like the running scene on Wakanda, which is kind of iconic, but like it's only iconic really, I feel like, because Black Panther was running with him. But it still would have been iconic if it was just him. But I'm just saying, there were other scenes they could have grabbed. They could have grabbed from for his MVP. But we're not talking about MVPs. We're talking about character introductions, and this is a bona fide 10 out of 10, maybe even an 11 out of 10. This is one of the best animations in the game. Cloak and Dagger. Oh, that shot right there is so dope. You also got to give some credit to like how the name pops up and stuff like that. Like, it's super dope. That was cool. That was cool. A bit on the shorter side, but that shot right there, pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty dope. Pretty dope. Yeah, that's like an 8 out of 10. You know what? 8.5. I'll give it nah, 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. It ain't that crazy. It's an 8 out of 10. 3 stars, by the way. You guys agree with that? 3 stars? 3-star difficulty? Mr. Strange. Yeah, the ending shot really carries it. Like with all the like the stuff flying everywhere. I think we got another 8 for Strange. And he has another legendary skin, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, he does. Show us what you got, Strange. Bro, did they cook with this bundle or what, bro? Everything about this bundle for him, for Moon Knight, for Squirrel Girl, like it's all just like, come on, bro. Like, so dope. Whew. I mean, 10 out of 10, right? Not all of the legendary skins are going to be 10 out of 10s. I will say that. All right, now we got Groot. Yeah, man, that was like a 4. I'm sorry. Groot mains, I'm sorry, guys. That was like a 4, man. He just like reached ahead, you know? even Groot's MVP animations aren't like anything crazy. He has like some of the most basic MVP animations. Hawkeye! This is my boy right here. But even though there is a little bias there, I can't deny Hawkeye's character introduction animation is pretty basic. The build up on the shot is pretty cool. You know how it has a little bit of build. It has a little bit of build up. You know, yeah, it's pretty cool. It is pretty dope for a default. You know, but at the same time, it's in that average tier. So you know, we're gonna give this a 7 out of 10. That may be due to a little bit of bias, because as you can see, I do main this character. But 7 out of 10. Hela, who in my opinion has some of the best cosmetics in this game, period, dude. That right there is super dope. Let's see it again. Come on, dude. For a default, did you get the cape sweep at the end? Oh, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna lie. For a default, that's really good, bro. That's really good. I think there are better defaults. I can't remember all of the defaults right now. Adam's was really good. Hers is like better than Adam. I'll give hers an 8.5. 8.5 out of 10. Next, we got the Human Torch himself, Johnny Storm. Johnny Storm. Let's see what you got. Oh, that's good. That's good, man. That's good, man. For a default, that was good. I was rocking with it. Also, I don't know if anyone's noticed, he makes like the Fantastic Four with his legs. Like, I don't know if that was intentional. It probably was, right? But that's pretty dope. It's pretty dope. If we were rating idle animations, that would be a 10 out of 10. Just saw that on. But let's see it one more time. Yeah, that ending shot is pretty dope. But other than that, it's not anything too crazy, but it is cool. I'll give it like a 7.5. 7.5 out of 10. Sue Storm. That was alright. Let's see it one more time. This one is a little busier than most defaults, just because you have like the missiles coming in the beginning. I'll give it an 8. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. I actually almost forgot this one right here. This one. Very wholesome. Namor crying in his bed right now. I'm not gonna lie, bro. They added that knowing that people play Namor in this game, bro. You guys got to go crazy on Mr. Fantastic every time you see him. You guys have to. You absolutely have to. You can't just let them drop this for Mr. Fantastic and Sue and just forget about you guys. And you guys just let that slide, bro. You can't do that, bro. He has a legendary skin now. You guys can't let that slide. But it's very wholesome, very cool. I like the unique Fantastic Four sign in the back. Yeah, super wholesome, but like it's not really nothing too crazy, right? But like it's not really supposed to be intense, right? So we got to rate this from a different perspective. And if we're doing that, this is like an 8.5. 8.5 out of 10. Iron Fist. That is probably the best default. That's probably the best default. It's paced well. It has a little bit more than, others do. Look at this, right? Look at the background silhouette. I know we aren't rating this, but like he has the mask, right? And this is like the tails of the mask, right? Like those parts, like the yellow, like this yellow stuff. This. But like the tail of the mask creates another mask. It's kind of cool. But yeah, Iron Fist, one of the best, especially for a default. 100% a 9 out of 10. On to Tony Stark. A lot of impact on the repulsors at the end there. But again, nothing super duper crazy. Gotta rate this I was like a 7. Like a 6 or a 7. But let's move on to the legendary skin. Damn it, I didn't realize how many skins Tony has in this game. Jesus, he has 6. He has some of the most skins in the game. But let's move on. Here we go. And then he gives you the Infinity Stones at the end. Come on, bro. If you're saying that's not at least like a 20 out of 10, bro. If you're saying that's not up there with the best animations in the game, like, come on, bro. Kudos to you, man. Props to you if you have Tony. If you're a Tony main and you have the skin, and you get to look at that glorious animation every time you select them. I can only imagine how it feels, man. But anyway, yeah, clear like on a serious note, like clear like that's like a 20 out of 10, bro. Like that's so awesome. Like the nod to the movie with the Infinity Stones in the end, like come on, bro. That's absolutely sick. This skin is absolutely sick too. I know it's super similar to the default, but like I don't know, like just having the mouthpiece across like the face, right? Like the mouth slit and just everything. It just, I don't know, it translates well into the Rivals art style. Next up, we got Jeffrey. I hate this character, but I also kind of main this character. I don't really play him anymore, but he is fun. He is fun, especially like if you're just doing like some quick match shenanigans. You get like a domination map, right? You can just terrorize the entire lobby. But let's see it one more time. One more time. You can see the fish in the water. He's like chasing the fish. It has a lot of charm, right? Charm goes far. Charm goes far. We're gonna give this an 8 out of 10. Loki. All right. A lot of build up. The beginning is pretty cool. Geez, I never realized how big they made his horns in this game. Jesus, they're massive. But say it one more time. Yeah, it's like a 6.5. But it's fine because his next one, this right here, I haven't even equipped this yet. This right here. Woo! Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Say that's not a 10. It's hard to like try to be fair with the legendary skins, but like, come on, bro. They really do their best to make you want to buy these legendary skins, man. The cosmetics go crazy, dude. That's a 10 out of 10, man. That's a 10 out of 10. For the sake of balancing, Iron Man's was also a 10 out of 10. It's just my personal favorite so far, but it is also a 10 out of 10. Just to let you guys know, all right? So you don't think that one is completely over all of the others. I'm not going to be giving like 20s and 30s and 50s out of 10, you know? It was a 10 out of 10. Let's go into Luna Snow. Oh, that's a dope shot right there with the name and everything and the crystals and all that. Oh, that was cool. That was cool. I never realized she does like music notes with her finger. That was easily like, for a default, that's also pretty good. I'll give it an 8. 8 out of 10. On to the legendary skin. This is actually, you know, this is this is actually a little new for Luna Snowmains. You guys had to deal with this for the longest. She actually just recently got this not too long ago. All right, let's see. See, man, it's hard, dude. It's hard. I do think it's not as good as the other legendaries that I've given 10s to. So this one, I'm gonna give it a 9. A 9 out of 10. That's why I'll give it a 9 out of 10. All right, I'm sorry, Luna Mains. I'm gonna give it a 9. I think it's really good. It's really good. But when you compare it with the other legendaries, it just doesn't match up quite as much. So I'm gonna give it a 9. Matter of fact, a 9.5. How about that? I'll give it a 9.5. We got Magik. All right, we got the double slash. Again, nothing too crazy. It's like, yeah, 2 slashes. That was all right. It was like a 6 out of 10. The first slash is pretty dope. Let's see it one more time. Yeah, the first slash is cool. It's whatever though, it's like a 6. Let's move on to the Punk Child skin though. Hold on, does she hold the sword like a guitar at the end? Hold on. I might just be imagining things. It looks like she holds it. It looks like she holds it as a. It looks like she holds it like a guitar at the end. That's not really like a make it or break it, but oh no, she. Not really. That's a reach. But come on, right? I try to be fair, but like, come on, that's like a 10. Come on now, that's a 10. Let's be honest, that's a 10. That's a 10. Magneto. Ooh, I like the end with the gold like going around the rings, or like the metal going around the rings at the end. I like that. Hold on, let's see that one more time. That is cool. The ending shot right there carries, like that ending scene. That ending scene is pretty cool. And it is a default, so we got to treat it as such. I think it's fair to give this like that's like a 7 point. No, yeah, it's like a 7.5, right? It's like a 7.5 out of 10. On to Mantis, another main of mine. There's a little bit of bias in the MVP video. I'm gonna try not to let that leak in, you know, here. So let's just see. Let's see. That one. Let's look at it one more time. I was talking. Come on, bro. The vines, the leaves. I try not to be biased with these things. You got the vines, you got the leaves, you got the little power in the beginning. Like the turnaround, the spin in the slow motion. Like, I'm glazing. I gotta be fair here. It's like an 8.5. For defaults, you know, it does get an 8.5. It's a little busy. On to our next legendary. Goated skin, by the way. Whew. The shot in the air, man. You know what? Even though I love Mantis in this game, right? And just the character of Mantis is just super dope to me in general. But even though there may be a little bit of bias here, I will say, I don't think this is a 10. It's pretty dope. But like compared to the other legendaries that have like a lot more going on, this one there's not as much going on. So for this one, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. Mr. Fantastic. You get the stretch, you get that squash and stretch right there. Let's see one more time. Yeah, it's not a whole lot there. Yeah, it's pretty basic overall. He does a lot, but like he doesn't really do anything super fantastic. I'm gonna give it. It's like a 6 out of 10. Nothing too crazy. And yeah, whatever I rated Sue's, just give the same to him. It's basically the same animation. It's just like swapped. Moon Knight. Moon Knight's is actually one of my favorites. His is actually one of my favorites, just because you get the moon in the background. Hold on, one more time. It actually looks better when you have his default on, because you get that white kind of like obvious, goes hand in hand with the moon in the back. But yeah, like super dope. It's like an 8 out of 10. 8. Another one from this extremely goated bundle. Like, you see what I mean, Luna Mains? You see what I mean? You look at that, and it's like, it's impossible to argue that that is a very, very top tier. That is an extremely top tier animation as far as the game goes, just in general, right? Like, don't get me wrong, hers is nice, but like, look at that, bro. Come on, dude. That might be my favorite in the game. That is an easy 10 out of 10. That's the easiest 10 out of 10 I've ever given. No brainer. Namor, he actually has a good default. Ooh, because of that part right there, yeah, I like that. Yeah, that was pretty dope. Let's look at it one more time. Ooh, you get the impact of, yeah, that's pretty cool. That's like an 8 out of 10. That's like an 8 out of 10. I never knew Namor had a last name, especially a last name that sounds so like regular, Mackenzie. I thought he would have had like a more like native sounding last name, like Namor. Like it would have sounded not like Mackenzie. We got Peni. Oh, I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's a default, right? Yeah, that's not for the skin. That's a default. Oh, I think this is my first time seeing hers. Ooh, did you get like the orange background? It kind of slaps. Bro. It's kind of a 9 out of 10, bro. Almost on the cusp of a 10 out of 10, bro. It kind of slaps, bro. I ain't gonna lie. They kind of did their thing. Now we got Psylocke. Also pretty cool, Obviously, the more they got going on, the better it's gonna look overall. That one's pretty cool. You get the hand signs in the beginning. You get the 3 slashes and stuff, and it actually has a pretty cool like name splash scene when she like jumps into the air. So it's a lot to unpack there, especially like compared to like other defaults. If we had to give it a rating, I say it's about an 8 out of 10, right? 8 out of 10. That's fair. Next, we move on to Raccoon. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't know, bro. Yeah, that ain't it, dog. That ain't it. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't know about that one. Like they got Rocket. They could have done a little bit more with Rocket. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. It's like a 5. I'm sorry. It's not even that like he doesn't do nothing super crazy. It's just that like it's nothing. There's not really a whole lot going on. Like it doesn't even have to be like anything insane, but like it's just like 3 shots and that's it. Like they could have had him like running off of a wall or something. I don't know, but like a 5. Wanda. It's like you look at Rockets and then you look at that, right? Like you get the like symbol on the ground, you get the pose, you get the build up. Like obviously, this one is just a little bit better. So we're gonna give this. It's nothing super duper crazy. I do like the pose at the end, and I do like the build up. It's like a 7.5. It's like a 7.5. Some of my bias towards this character may be coming in, but it is like a 7.5. I do acknowledge that it is cool. It is cool. Spider-Man. I love that shot of him like coming down into the screen. Oh, that sounded kind of crazy. I do like that shot, the ending shot right before the swing. That's pretty cool. But other than that, it's like a 7.5. It's nothing super crazy going on there. However, Spidey may be the first character that has 2 legendaries. He has even more skins than Tony. He has 7 skins. Oh, damn, they love Spider-Man in this game, I'll tell you that. All right, let's look at this one, the first one. You're lying to yourself if you tell yourself that's not a 10 out of 10. Come on, bro. Come on. Come on. You even get the shot of the Statue of Liberty in the background and all the shit from the movie. Like, come on, bro. Come on. Look at the sand, like, cause he kicked the sand. He kicked the sand fist. Look at the sand dispersed out back here. Hold on. Look at the sand like dispersed back here from his kick, from when he drop kicked the fist. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. That attention to detail. Come on, bro. You're lying if you say that's not a 10 out of 10. On to Spider-Punk. I'm not sure what it is, but I don't necessarily like it as much as the other one. I mean, the other one, in my opinion, is just better overall. Like, see how there's no sand in the background right here? Like, I just like that attention to detail. But still, we're on Spider-Punk. Yeah, I'm not sure what it necessarily is. It's like an 8.5 to me. I don't know, I don't know. This is like one of the weaker legendary character selection animations. I don't know. But yeah, 8.5. On to the last little batch of heroes here. We got Squirrel Girl. I guess it's a lot of build up on the slingshot there, but you know, it has some impact, but it's nothing crazy. It's like a 6.5. Starleesky. Love this character, man. Love this character, dude. Like, fun personified. Fun personified. Let's look at the animation one more time. Then you get like the music in the background. Like, come on, bro. This is a biased list. I hope you guys know that. I am not being objective. I am not being unbiased. There is bias seeping through with some of these animations and some of these ratings. I hope you guys know that. Because with that, I'm giving that like an 8. I'm giving that an 8. I want to give it an 8.5, but I want to retain some sort of fairness. So I'm just going to give it an 8. For right now, an 8. We got Storm. Yeah, for a default, it was cool. It was cool. Nothing crazy. It's like a 7. But she more than makes up for it with this right here. Being as we're at the end of the video, we're at the end of the list of characters, I feel more comfortable saying this. That is undoubtedly, in my mind, like a 100 out of 10. 100. 100 out of 10. I refuse to argue with anyone. Go argue with your grandma. That is, as of right now, comfortably speaking, the best character selection animation in the entire game. One of the best animations in the game, period. It just looks sick. Let's look at it one more time. Like the way the hammer disappears and then she looks up, like, come on, dude. Like, that's some build up, bro. That's some camera work, everything. It just knocks it out of the park in all aspects. All aspects. Next, we got good old Punisher. I mean, Punisher isn't really all that flashy, right? So like, you can't really blame him, but obviously there's not really a whole lot there. Just 3 shots, kind of like Rocket's, right? Whatever I gave Rocket, I'll give him. I'm not sure what I gave Rocket. It was like a 5, right? Yeah, it's like a 5. The Ting. That's one of the cool defaults, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. That was a good default. That's like an 8. That was like an 8. Matter of fact, I'll give it an 8.5. 8.5. Because it has good camera work, it has good build up, and then it has that ending shot where he punches into the ground. It was good. It had a lot of good parts there. I'll give it an 8.5. On to Thor, another character that actually has a ton of skins. I think he has like 6 as well. Let's watch that again. I was talking. The white eyes look cool. I feel like for Thor, there should be so much more impact when he slams the hammer down at the end. There should be so much more impact. Like, I feel like they kind of dropped the ball with that. Like, it should be like a big, like, lightning explosion when he drops the hammer down. Like, when he drops it down at the end, that should be when his name pops up and you get all the effects. But we can only wish for such things. We got to judge it for what it is. So, if we're doing that, it's like what? Like a 7. I'll give it a 7. Nah, like a 6. It's a 6. I'm sorry, guys. It's a 6. Now we got this one from Thor: Love and Thunder. How do you guys feel about that movie? Looking back on it from now. I like it. Let's watch it one more time. One more time. The impact frames are dope. I like the impact frames on Mjolnir at the end there, and like how he like grabs it in like idle position. It's not as good as some of the others, so I can't give it a 10 out of 10. I'll give it an 8.5 out of 10. I'm not sure what it is about it that like I feel like something's missing, but I'll give it an 8.5 out of 10. Next we have Venom. Listen, it's basic, right? But you're lying to yourself if you tell yourself that that's not one of the best idle animations. One shot of that carries, but like it's the best shot like in the entire game, bro. Like I'm sorry. Venom is the only character who, in my opinion, has a default 10 out of 10 character selection animation. Just because of that, like you get like the web, the tendrils and stuff coming up, like it's one shot, but like, damn, bro, they went in on it. And let me just address this now, because some people pointed it out in the last video, the last rating video that I did. You guys were saying that you guys were asking where certain skins were. So like they took that skin out of the store. So like if you didn't buy it, then you can't like see you can't see the skin. You can't see the cosmetics of the skin if they took the skin out. And like, I'm sorry guys, I'm not about to sit here and just be buying every skin, you know, every 5-star skin, every 4-star skin, whatever, just for the sole purpose of doing a video. Like if I don't main the character, now granted I do kind of main Venom, but I don't really use him that often. If I don't use the character a whole lot, and especially if the skin isn't super crazy to me. Now granted, Snow Symbiote was amazing, but like if I don't main the character, I'm not buying the skin. I'm not gonna buy every single skin in this game. I'm sorry guys, I'm sorry. But yeah. Venom's 10 out of 10. Purely coming from the fact that it's a default and it's the best default in the game in my opinion. On to the last two, we got Bucky. Bucky's has great camera work. I forgot about Bucky's. His has great camera work. Another basic one, but the camera work in the beginning and like with the like undershot from like with the fist up. Really dope, really dope. I'll give this one. It's like an 8. It's like an 8. 8. Yeah, it's like an 8. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. We got the main man himself, Wolverine. We're just going straight into it. Straight into it. There's a lot going on there. I'd be lying if I knew like everything that was going on there. Like it's dope. Like it's a cool animation, right? It's a cool animation, but like I feel like if I like understood what was going on, like some of the parts, like after he like runs up the building, he does the 2 slashes. After like the 3rd slash, it's kind of hard to tell what's going on. Oh, the symbol in the back is super dope. Like it's on the moon. Oh, dang! I've never seen that before. Oh, that's cool. Okay, that definitely gives it some points. But if we got to give it a rating, it's not necessarily a 10, if I'm being honest. Gotta say it's like I'll give it a 9. I'll give it a 9. I feel like it's deserving of a 9. Right? I feel like that's fair. And with that concludes our list. I'm not sure. I know we gave Bruce a 10. We gave gave Tony a 10. I think Groot had the lowest. Loki had a 10. Did Magik have a 10? I think she had, yeah, she had a 10 for sure. Spidey had a 10. Penny's was really, really good. Penny's was really, really good. I'm not gonna lie. Oh yeah, Moon Knight had a 10. Oh yeah, Strange had a 10 too because of the Japanese skins. Storm, best in the game. It's like a 20 out of 10, 100 out of 10, 100 out of 10. And then we got Venom. He came through with the amazing default. He has a 10, and yeah, Wolverine has a 9. But yeah, that concludes our list. Be sure to comment down below if you want to see me do any more rating videos for any other games, or maybe something else for Rivals. I don't know, maybe you want to see me do the costumes or whatever, right? With that out of the way, you guys know what comes next. If you want to see more of this content on your For You page, if you want to support me, if you want to let the YouTube algorithm know, hey, this guy's kind of cool, don't be afraid to like, comment, share, super smash that sub button. With all that being said, I will see you guys in the next video.